I happened to go to a thrift store yesterday. Sorry, I'm just doing it really quick. And I got this really cool book. It's like a giant Chronicles of the 20th Century of History. And I just looked through. I mean, it was $1 anyway. Who cares? And it's kind of like a book I was really wanting. It has specifically like lists of just events and dates, actual like day, month, and year. And when I've been talking about Neptune and Pisces, specifically when there's going to be squares with Jupiter, there's going to be some sort of pandemic or some sort of widespread disease, regardless of, what I speculate what disease is coming per se at the time. That's not necessarily something concrete, but I found it fascinating. So obviously we're in 2016. My boyfriend was being a smartass, and I understand that. So this says 1918. This is actually the first page I opened to, by the way. So I would laugh if there's something for 2016 with disease too. But it would make sense because we haven't had a huge epidemic yet. Besides Ebola, I wouldn't really consider that huge. But it says the 31st of October, 1918, disease is the key word. In the worst global epidemic or pandemic of the century, influenza, acute contagious respiratory viral infection, has been spreading around the world. Since May. During October, since May. That's like when there's Gemini season. That's horrible. Yeah. During October, it begins to ravage both civilians and military in Europe and the United States. Some 2,200 deaths a week will be recorded in London during October. Before it runs its course during 1919, the influenza will kill 20 million people, perhaps twice as many as World War I. So that's 1918. I know that there's not necessarily certain planetary alignments that, start over, per se, exactly 100 years, but we're obviously going to be having similar alignments, or if you've listened to any of my transit videos, you can see that there's different patterns that kind of equate to the same kind of manifestation. So there you have it. That would be really weird and interesting if 2018 is actually the exact time when there's some huge pandemic. But yeah.